do like that theme. Need an icon for your channel. I'll have to do that at some point. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land. But no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. That's not good. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. Of course, we know now, as Zelda fans from the future, that it wasn't wise men. It's a bunch of women, too. That seal should have remained for all time. Uh-oh. Probably didn't remain. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. There is something special about that zoom-in, yes. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish. One after another. And they're all women. All the descendants of the wise men are women. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Uh-oh. Zelda's in trouble. So let's set my name and let's get started. No. Zelda is also a girl. It's 2 girls. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. There's that name again. The wizard Aghanim, there's that name again, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle, just in case I missed it. Please help me. Dotsie, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Uncle, but one of the first things I'm going to be doing in this game is leaving the house. It's weird that you're not named Link. I think it's weird that they kept up the file name equals Link's name convention for so long. Because they kept it up right up until Breath of the Wild, I think. Probably. I'll give 100 rupees to the man who finds the descendants of the wise man. Signed, the King. Zelda just told me that the king was eliminated. Maybe it was the intro. I don't think the king wants the wise men's descendants. I think someone else wants them. Yeah. And then of course Echoes of Wisdom just calls him Link because he's not your character. Dotsie. I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. This is an adventure game. I'm going on an adventure. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus the power in the blade. Hold the B button, okay? Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. .C, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... Well, It's unfortunate that he passed away before he could tell me who Zelda is my... or what Zelda is my... I know. We'll never know, I guess. It'll be one of those mysteries. It'll be one of those mysteries that people make video essays about. There we go. Yes. I love attacking with grass. Not only is it practical, it's funny. Let's enter the castle proper. No. They only know how to hold sword right in front of them. They don't know how to cut. These guys can't even stab, they're just walking forward. And still managing to do damage to me. Does this count as a sneak attack? I think it does. Pale Voyager, you're here! Hi, you didn't miss much, you just missed the story intro, which I did read over. And, like, the opening 2 minutes. We were marveling about how Uncle Dead Guy says that Zelda is mine. Never clarifies it, and then dies. Oh my goodness. Heart, okay. Please don't attack me. Thank you. I did not want to subject you all to the little beeping. Secret technique. Okay, it worked. Good. But I don't think spinning it should really count as a secret technique. A spiritual prequel to 3DS Darling Link Between Worlds? Yes, this is it. This is the spiritual prequel to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 2, as it's known in Japan. What a grand choice. I know. Although I will admit, replaying this one after Link Between Worlds, I had to get used to, again, having the magic meter not refill on its own. That was such a great choice in Link Between Worlds. Yes, it's actually called that in Japan. I know for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sakurai said that Zelda's costume was her look from Link Between Worlds, but in Japanese he just says it's from Link to the Past, because Between Worlds literally just is a sequel, although it is technically a different Zelda between both games. I just figured out, I just skipped some text, I apologize. We gotta get out of here, because the wizard is gonna do bad things to Zelda. He's going to touch her or something, or just, you know, do violence, just wizard stuff. So, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. Japan keeps being wrong. First Ketshi and then this. Yes. Yeah. Japan just does not know how to pronounce words in the video games that they make. It's incredible. Guess that's why they bastardized it in English. Yeah. I mean, I think that was the localizer who had it right, because the localizer spelled it how it would be spelled in, like, English mythology. Whereas everyone just says Kate Sith because gamers are uneducated. There we go. I know that guy this time. So we're on the first floor, but Princess Zelda doesn't tell us what's up. This is one of those cases where the game wants you to kind of figure it out on your own. Does anyone else miss that? When games expected you to pick up a controller, play around a little bit, and figure out, oh, there we go, she's telling me now. So yes, just move the throne. We're all familiar with this game. I can stop pretending that I'm discovering it. I don't know if I've ever 100%ed this title, but I think I'm going to try to do that for this stream playthrough. Just because why not? This game's not too difficult. Pretty sure I remember how to get everything. Meanwhile, Xenogears taught me big words and sparked an interest in philosophy, developmental psychology, and religious mythology. But also, big robots go That's very true. I don't want that button. I want the make fire go button. Oh, I can just go down here. There's a lot of themes. Yes, the Xeno games are loaded to the brim with themes. Okay, snake, no, snake. Okay. There we go. I managed it. Yeah. Now, for those of you who've played Link to the Past, you'd know that the light pattern that surrounds you... Oh yes, it is called rope, you're right. Big Zelda fan. I don't know what a Keese or a Gibdo or a Stalfos are, they're snakes. Anyways, about snake, Metal Gear rope. About the light cone that surrounds me, if you've played this game, you would know that the light cone is actually a bunch of pixels in kind of a checkerboard grid pattern. But if you look here on my stream, it's disappeared. I'll let the lights turn out. Yes, here we are. You can see it's actually like, it's just a darker layer here. I am playing this game in a little program called High Score. It's not yet released, which, no joke, tries to emulate the actual television signal that a video game would output to a TV, including emulating little bits of interference that game developers used to achieve patterns like this, where the light actually looks like it's fading away, as opposed to just, like, if you were to play it on Nintendo Switch Online, for instance, it would just be like a whole bunch of checkerboard pixels and wouldn't really look that good. Can I tell you guys a really cool Link to the Past fact? I'll wait for when it's a good time. Whenever you want, Pale, it's fine. You know. I seem to be able to pay attention to chat a little bit more than in Mischief Makers. This game isn't like quite as Twitch actiony as that one. But also, I am in the first, first little bit. And now we've escaped. We're in church. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Is this your doing? .c? It's a very cool CRT fact. It's not even a CRT filter, it's actually an NTSC signal filter. The maintainer of this app is currently working on redoing the CRT filter, but I prefer to play without it. The wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. .c, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. It's already in the wizard's clutches. He deposed the king. If he releases the seal of the seven wise men, continues the priest, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late. Just, oh, I missed, okay, well, whatever. You can do it. What she tells me, so I can do it. Sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. Wonder who the evil force is. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I'll hide Princess Zelda here, but do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Destroy the wizard before he destroys the land of Hyrule. Yeah, it's just an either-or situation. So let's open this treasure chest. Heart container. In the Misery Marsh, it's called Misery Mire, I think, there's an invisible enemy called the Ghost of Misery Mire that players found by using the medallion spells. A lot of theories as to what was going on were postulated, and most people assumed it was junk or dummy data left behind. I'll let you finish it, but I know how the story goes. I do not, says Corvax. I hope you learned something interesting here. So let's head to the village. Which is this way. Corvax says, I learn a lot and retain very little. Average student experience. However, it was actually a Zora. The Zora are programmed to randomly teleport to deep water tiles, and there are none in the Misery Mire. Is that why they behave like that? Because I thought they just kind of moved around a little bit after they got spawned in, but there was nearby deep water. It's just because they weren't placed on it, they didn't, you know, do the thing. I think I do this first. They've set me up the bomb. Yeah. So there's that. Red rupee. Red rupee. Red rupee. That gives me enough cash money to get the bottle. Bottle. That's how you pronounce it. I probably didn't retain all of it either. That's fine. I mean, programming is weird. Programming is jank. Especially this game would have probably... Like this game came out in 1992, it would have been developed in 91, would have been written in assembly language, because C at the time would have only been standardized for 2 years, so in SNES they would not have been using it very much. Here's a guy just hanging out here. You, sir, have you been going through life without one of my hold anything bottles? Hold anything? A bottle that can hold anything. Okay. Well, step right up and make your life complete. I do need to make my life complete. Low price of 100 rupees. Hand it over. I want that bottle. Third Zero Wing reference. Yes. It might just end up being one of those little references that we make in this stream. So they programmed Zero to pop up in water, but then didn't actually remove that from the mire, so there's an invisible one that will pop up occasionally. No, it doesn't pop up. I believe it just wanders around randomly because the programmers placed the Zora on shallow water. It's a bug in the bottle. Or are we just gonna keep making Apollo references? You know, he turned 5 years old recently. Do you have anything, guy? Hi, Dotsy. Sorry about my yard. It's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. Oh, story time. Okay. Drop everything and read a story. There's a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. The treasure of Zora can turn people into fish. Hehehe. I'd love to see that. This will be my last bird reference. I actually don't think I'm going to put Sabug in the bottle. Bottle! I think I'm going to put, a fairy. Anyway, speaking of bottle. Bottle! You get one for free if we just break into the back door of the bar. But, yes, the Ghost of the Misery Mire is a 3 Zoras placed on shallow water. That were never removed by the developers, so they behave oddly. They never visually spawn in, but their hitboxes do, and their behavior defaults to just walking around randomly. It's probably a holdover from some debug code. And it's just jank because programming an assembly, which is this game would have likely been programmed in, it's just hard. I've programmed assembly before. I've rewritten assembly code from Pokemon game disassemblies. It's rough. Also, I learned it in school. I could have probably led with that. Where is the bug net person? Don't do damage. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. Managed to avoid bombing the chickens. That's good. The chickens do not deserve to get bombed. Picking up lots of arrows. If only I had something with which to shoot the arrows. That'd be kind of nice. Hey guy. Oh. He absconded. Here we are. Hello fella. I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. I don't think that's how cold viruses work, guy. Sniff, sniff. Pale Voyager says I'm showing my ass on how many half facts I actually know and present as whole ones. That's fine. But most people don't remember like full facts. I mean, especially if you don't have a background in computer science like me. It's like some of the little logic you might not be able to grasp all the little bits of weird programmer computer logic going on. But again, me, like, you know, I know what a double precision floating point IEEE 954 number is, right? I'm cursed with that knowledge. Okay. Then got him. That red running guy seems sus. Might need to peg a sus boot. Maybe if I had some nicer boots, I could run faster instead of the only brisk pace I'm running at. Because look at those legs. I'm definitely running. I'm not walking. That is schmovement. And here's another heart piece. I'm halfway there. I'm halfway to heart container number 5. Korvac says, evil air? To be fair, that's closer than how some people think infectious diseases can travel. I know. It's so fun being in the province that is the current epicenter of the worldwide measles outbreak. Oh yeah, hold on a minute. This is Wanted. This is the criminal who kidnapped Zelda. That's him right there, top left corner of the text box. He made his nose a little big. That's... These propagandists, really, they have no mercy. Call a soldier if you see him. Okay, well, let's go inside so that soldiers don't get called. Hello? Who? Oh, it's you, .C. What can I do for you, young man? I'm not a man. She, her pronouns, thank you. The Elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. Uh-oh, the wizard got the Elder. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but... Pale Voyager says, the curse of having normal boots. I will not comment on that. Korvac says, you just need to take off your cap and no one will recognize you. That's true, that's true. Long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that it now is sleeping, there we go, that's the word, deep in the forest. Collecting victims sounds awful, I know. Pale Voyager, typical boomer. Who's the typical boomer? Do you understand the legend? I understand it perfectly. I am a Zelda fan. I have played most of them, not named Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You take care now, Dot C. It's not you? I thought I had to talk to you to know where he is. I just got a lore dump instead. It was telling me to go here, actually, in this house. Twilight Princess. Look, okay, I cannot collect that many beads. You get to be a cute little wolf. You get to be a cute little wolf in Okami, which I also haven't played. The old person using the wrong pronouns. If anything, old people are better than young people nowadays. Young people nowadays, they hear the word pronouns, they, oh, something ain't right with them kids. Okay, you don't have the info. Oh wait, no, it's the kid. Kids can't keep secrets. Hi, Dotsie. Elder, are you talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I'll mark you the spot on your map. Here you are. Okay, so I've got just about everything. With GameShare, I will make you play Okami. That's true. You will probably make me play Okami. Whoa, I saw her. A very nice young lady at the Waterfall of Wishing in the hills where the river begins. They really want me to go to where the river begins, huh? Dot C, you should meet her at least once. I'm sure you'll like her. Uh-huh. Mumble mumble. There it's mumbling. My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. Uh-oh. Don't you know nobody comes back? I wonder where he is, and what he is doing now. And the old man falls asleep. He seems to be a bit depressed. Pale Voyager says, I'm about the age where I should be wearing wraparound shades in a pickup truck, giving political sermons about the culture war. Oof. Yeah. I kind of never want to hear the words culture war uttered in seriousness ever again. Because, that framing, man, you hear it said by people who say that the culture war is a waste of time, and that we should give the people who want to get rid of all the trans people everything that they want. That is how I have come to hear it. Oh yes, go here. Is it like Baby Junius's, where you turn 40, you just forget your old life and become anti-woke? Corvax, can you clarify what you mean by this? Hi, so the doorway's open again. Okay, maybe I should make up with my brother. Oh yes, I jumped the gun, and by jump the gun I mean jump the bomb. He says, I got into an argument with my brother, and so I sealed up the wall. Which is not cool, because the brother can't actually come back home. Hey Dotsy, did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry? No, he wants to make amends. If I forget my old life at 40, will I still be funny? I think so. If you can reach the goal within 15 seconds, we will give you something good. So let's go. Thankfully, this barely a maze isn't even a maze. Your time was 0 minutes and 8 seconds. Yay! Alright. Somebody jump us up the bomb. Yeah, that was me, Pale. I'm sorry about that. What is... This is only a minigame in the Dark World. Oh, this is I don't want this. Baby geniuses, the babies are smart, but once they hit like 2 years old or something, then they forget their baby life and become dumb. Oh, so it's like no, because the doctor doesn't freak. What's... Man, is there an apt comparison that's not stupid? Pale Voyager says, yikes forever. Dot, you're incredible at this game. What do you mean I'm incredible at this game? I am at half my life. That is not incredible. I'd actually say that's kind of bad. Wow. See, look at that. I'm supposed to do this against arrows. There we go. Not so funny anymore, huh? Half-life. Yes. Now I'm at less than half-life. Guys, GTA 6 got delayed, and now there's like a real chance for Half-Life 3 to come out before GTA 6. And honestly, that is the funniest thing ever for me. Like, there's just something deeply funny about that. Because Half-Life 3 is not supposed to come out, but we know it's like actually like close to finished. That was such a below par time on that timed course. You just have to follow the correct route. Okay. Well, I've got life now. Okay. I'm gonna go get the heart piece down here. The race is on between Half-Life 3, GTA 6, and Silksong. Doesn't Silksong have a release date now? I'm pretty sure it's coming out, like it's... Oh no, it just says 2025. I mean, Silksong is now slated to release before GTA 6. The real question is Half-Life 3. Because we know since January they've been like actually on the finishing touches for that game. And what like little source engine leaks come out like confirm that like Valve is all hands on deck on that game right now. And that it is Half-Life 3. Which is just like surreal to me. HL3 will shadow drop, won't it? Man. If they optimize it really well and it's not going to need like top of the line hardware, which I doubt it will, because you know, it's very expensive now, and Valve already has all the money in the world, and Gabe isn't terribly greedy, then yeah, they might feel comfortable shadow dropping it, basically if like they can be confident and runs on people's computers. It'd be big if it was Steam Deck native. That would be absolutely huge. So anyways, I have cut grass and now I was accosted by a soldier. I have 5 heart pieces and heart containers, that's the one. I have more life, I got a life. So let's do dungeon. This way, Lake Hylia shop. I don't need a Lake Hylia shop. I just want to collect money. I'm gonna need it soon anyways. Hi. 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 You sure want to keep doing this? Okay. Wow, I couldn't get the heart. Joke's on me, okay. Will you steal my Steam Deck when it comes out? I mean, when it comes out, we'll only need to buy 1 copy because of the new Steam family sharing thing. So, I don't know, would you... Like, I guess we could just take turns on it. I don't know. Oh, this is a great fairy. I don't need her. I want regular fairies. I'm gonna catch fairies in my bug net. Oh no, I don't have the... Didn't even beat HL2. Wow. Was Ravenholm too... No, you got out of Ravenholm. Why not, Korvax? Probably won't want to play. Oh. Here he is. I haven't played a single Half-Life because I'm a full dweeb. Wow, Pale. They're really good. All the Half-Life games are really good. So, old man here says, I am indeed Sahasrara, the village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men, the 7 sages. Come on. You haven't played Ocarina of Time? I have. It's called the 7 sages. Korvax says, yeah, I think I passed the part with the ant lines and was kind of bummed that I lost my friends. Oh, you lost the antline friends? Yeah, no. Nova Prospect is a little depressing. But you get more friends when you come back to City 17. Old man continues, oh really? .c, I'm surprised a young woman like you is searching for the Sword of Evil's Bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it? Yes? Not now. Link to the Past was ahead of the curve on that. Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? I mean, I need the pendant anyways to get the sword, so it's not really much of a test. It's more like, let's get started then. If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. I go forward to the palace. Well, there's another carrot. Not only do I get closer to getting the Blade of Evil's Bane, but I also get another magical artifact. That's magic. And I won't even need to use my magic to use it. That's how you know it's a good value. Bombas. Yes. I got bombas and I got money. Thank you. Nothing down there. Come on. Come on. Come on. And bye-bye. Lots of arrows. Dodongos dislike smoke. There's no Dodongos in this game, Pale. What you're saying is completely irrelevant. There's no Dodongos, right? Are those little guys in Dark World dungeons? Are those Dodongos? Shoot fire. Obnoxious, annoying. No, they're Helmosaurs. That's what they are. Because they're little versions of the Helmosaur King. I think that's what his name is. I was gonna ask if there's Dodongos in this game. I really don't think there are. I think it's like Zelda 1, maybe Zelda 2, I don't know, that game was a fever dream to me. And Ocarina. And not Link's Awakening. AKA the third best Zelda game. YouTube poop ruined Dodongos for me. Yeah. Okay, I voted the big one. Dinner. Dinner! Can't do it. Can I, yeah, I can that. It's over here. Chest. Money. Man, people who blaze forward and don't stop to smell the roses, they're missing out. Just a little diversion and I got $100. How about that? These funny skeleton guys are funny. Uh-oh. Well, that worked out much better than I was expecting it to. I won't use my boomerang. That's why I scroll in so much in games. I fully agree, I don't get lost, I smell the roses. Yeah, I used to beeline everything because I had no patience, which means that I would take much longer for games because I would beeline everything. But now I just, you know, I go slow, which means I finish games faster. Time is funny. Corvax says XD. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello? Well, alright then. They got to unlive another day. Speaking of XD, they're putting that game on Nintendo Switch Online, aka Nintendo Classics Nintendo GameCube, because it's not being named Nintendo Switch Online anymore. At Pale Voyager Pokemon? Oh, sorry about that, I sneezed. Nikki! Holy heck, Nikki, hi. Hello. Can't stay long, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, Nikki. Well, welcome. Thank you for saying hi. Very thrilled that you're saying hi. Sorry you can't stay long. I will post VODs of this. I haven't been posting them in Pale's server, but I have been posting VODs of my streams. So, if you want to watch it on your own time, you may. Speaking and continuing, Pale says, if you twos haven't ever seen Oban Star Racers, you very should. It's actually on Disney Jetix, but whatever. What's Disney Jetix? I don't get it. Oh, wait, do I have the... I do not have the... I cannot open the big chest with the big key. Why'd they ever stop doing that? I think it's cool that the big chest also needs the boss key. Happy to support in little ways I can. I've never played this Zelda, so I figured I'd absorb some while here. Well, this is just the start of the game. And I just got boomed by that bubble. So, you know, we're still in Easy Town. You know, dungeon number 1, easy dungeon. That's what I mean to say, yes. Disney XD was a programming block, and Disney Jetix was also one. Jetix was for, quote, anime. Ah, Japanese anime. It's just like my Japanese anime. It's a fun game, but I had to give up on it due to wrist pain. T-T. Yeah, it's, sucks. Korvax was playing this game on her, Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Mini Classic Edition, however it's called. But she gets really bad wrist pain when she games too much, and this is just a game for gamers, and that guy's not dying. I'm ending him. Okay, he's ended. Well, Star Racer is kind of like Cyber 6, also a banger. I couldn't get into Cyber 6, but Pale, you'll be happy to know that Korvax is a massive fan of Cyber 6. Absolutely loves it. Collaboration between Japanese and French studios. Honestly, I think maybe France might be one of the anime kings. Okay. I have gotten away from the bubbles. Nikki says, I never realized Disney had an anime branch. Well, at least for a little bit. Okay. I just watched Cartoon Network and Adult Swim back in the day. What I could stomach, comma, LOL. Yeah, funny shows, or at least shows that think they're funny, but aren't actually. It's really not for everyone. Especially those that aren't actually funny. Okay, eat pot. Korvax says, the fact that there isn't a full version of that song is a travesty. I assume you mean of the Cyber 6 intro theme? Okay, nope. Whoop. Okay, I have a bit of lag for a moment there. We're good. Alright. Korvax then continues, I don't think I had access to the Disney Channel. Yeah, I mean, when you were growing up, I would imagine it would have been a bit hard to get into. Also, no full English OP of Oban Star Racers. That's unfortunate. Only watched YTV, really. The gross out humor one? Wait, Korvax, when you were a kid, was YTV full gross out humor yet? Because when I was a kid, it was, and I hated it. I hated gross things as a kid. And everyone knew it. And no one figured out I was a girl. I'll link it in the Discord because why not? Why shouldn't I? Old Frodo. When I had access to cable at my grandparents, my brother always wanted to watch the Ninja Warrior joke show. Ninja Warrior. This is... I'm too baby to remember, to know what this is. Alright, whoop. Can you guys not hit me? That's okay, I have fairy. Pale Voyager says, I remember Warren and Snit, and all the PJs before Sugar and Carlos. I am dating myself. I remember Sugar. Sugar was my favorite. Korvax says, I don't know. You mean like, uh-oh? I mostly watch the cartoons. I mostly mean uh-oh, but like the entire visual branding of YTV was just gross out humor, eyeballs, slime, and not the fun kind. Just bad. But I guess mostly watching the cartoons is the way to go. I remember watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! On YTV. So that was a thing. I mean, Pokemon really made anime kind of big. Because then a whole bunch of anime shows just started getting really big on Western, like, mainstream television channels. Pale Voyager says, uh-oh, this is actually a game show adapted from a smaller version of itself on a sketch show called It's Alive. I assume that's a Frankenstein reference. Korvac says, yeah, but I mean, YTV was really kind of gross, I guess, in that context. Yeah, and I didn't like it. I didn't like gross out humor stuff. The 90s was just bad. Nikki says, haha, fair. It was a Japanese show with an English dub. Hordes of people would throw themselves at ridiculous obstacle courses and get weird characters dubbed over their interviews. I'll research. Fascinating. Also, this is my 3rd stream ever, and I am scaring myself at how well I can handle reading chat while playing A Link to the Past. Wake up again. I want to shoot you in the eye. Like that. And like that. Heart. Got 1 fairy. Full up on arrows. Most extreme elimination challenge. Ah, there we go. Korvax is giving everyone the answers they were looking for. You're killing the multi-brain dot. I guess I just have I just have it, you know. Some people have it, some people don't. I definitely have it. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely not just a few more. My goodness, did this guy die? He died. Takeshi's Castle is the OG, it really is. Nikki says, you're doing great. Being this engaged while playing is impressive. I know. I'm impressing myself right now because Korvax kept having to remind me to engage with chat when I was playing Mischief Makers. To be fair though, Mischief Makers is a game I have played even more of than Link to the Past, so it must have been the lag. The lag made that game so hard. I was playing off an actual USB capture device, as opposed to just playing straight on TV. Korvac says, I feel like I help because I ask a million questions whenever you play games for me. LMAO. You help a lot. I mean, even if Nikki or Pale weren't here, I would still be engaging a lot with you in chat. Pale Voyager says these boss sure are mooing up a storm. Ooh, Korvax is gonna really like that you said that, Pale. She loves things that moo, and by things that moo I mean cows. My goodness, okay, I haven't had a dink since I started the stream. If you would excuse me. So refreshing. Nikki says, I did learn what games are best for me to stream by how they use my brain. If I want to hyper-focus a game, I shouldn't stream it because I will forget chat exists, comma, ha. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So this lone tree is a little suspicious. I don't have the boots. I have to go get the boots. I ran away from him a bit too prematurely. Korvac says, well, it makes me sad because now I'm like, maybe that was Minotaurs and they always die. The knights in armor? No, they're just knights. They're just making little moaning sounds. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Yes. Now I will tell you more of the legend. Alright guys, more lore dumps. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. .C, I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Boot. He gives you the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. Devastating is right. Hold the A button for a short time. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. Even more advice. Minotaurs in armor. Probably Korvax. Or probably not, actually. Pale Voyager says, I missed that. I was busy reading lore dumps. I've compromised by just taking frequent breaks to read chat. That's probably the way to go. Nikki says, alrighty, I gotta run. Lots of social to get through today. Have a great stream. Dot. Bye, Korvax. Voyager. Heart emoji. Thank you, Nikki. It was lovely having you. And you just have a good day now. Pale Voyager says, also thank you for not saying Lake Helia. Why would I say Lake Helia? That is incredibly incorrect. Why would anyone say Helia? Helians? Yeah. That's strictly wrong. Because gamers. Ugh. Gamers. Huh. Is there fairies in here? The Kingdom of Hyrule. Yep. Hello, fairies. Yeah, I want fairies. Keep in a bottle. You can get out when I die. People don't make the connection. They don't? Pale, I consistently learn from you specifically that media literacy functionally does not exist. Korvax was thinking along the same lines as me. Because that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was thinking about you explaining in your VODs for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Part 1 Remake, that people just don't understand what that game is going for. Although, no, actually I won't say any more, because, you know, don't want to talk about Rebirth here. Maybe in your spoilers channel, but not in the stream here, presently. Oh, I've got 500 bucks. I can go buy a new pair of flippers as well. And by flippers, I mean, turn me into a fish. So that's what the guy said. Recycle. I'm still banking on renewal. I feel like that just kind of makes the most sense. Look forward to it. Although, I have to be honest, Pale, I probably will forget what I wanted to talk about. Oh, I can't go here until I do the next dungeon. Huh. I guess this is a good reason for me to do the next dungeon, then. Recycle is funny, so I'll keep saying it, says Korvax. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I can't even pick up the little rock. And what is Link doing? Does he even lift? Obviously not, because he can't. I've gone the OST route, and I think it'll be Reborn. I feel like Reborn... I feel like naming of an electronic computer video game Final Fantasy VII Reborn is like the Wii U of video game names. Because consumers will not know what the hell you're talking about. Because they'll just think, oh, Reborn? That's the game that came out after. After the first one. It was the name of the second one. Nothing can be worse than Wii U. Korvax, have you ever heard of the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S? And the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X console by Xbox? Should I explain the difference between that and an Xbox One and an Xbox One X and an Xbox original, not the one named Xbox One, which is different from Xbox 360, and it's like, how does Phil Spencer still have a job? I guess is where I'm going with my line of questioning. That's what I'm saying, Corvax. They're way worse. Like, Wii U is, like, one of the all-time bad ones. And that name alone, like, led to that console failing. Whereas Xbox Series X is failing for, like, a lot more reasons. But, yeah. Pale Voyager says, I think you're right. My sister can't tell the difference between remake and rebirth in conversation. Because they should have been named Part 1 and Part 2. Right? If they wanted to get cheeky with it, they could have named it Disc 1 and Disc 2. But actually that would have been bad as well, because it makes it seem like you're selling a incomplete product. Series is failing on its own merits. I mean, it's multifaceted. The name is bad. Xbox torched their brand with Don Matrick saying, don't buy Xbox when we have a product called Xbox 360, which funnily enough is now the Nintendo strategy of, we have a product called Nintendo Switch, for those who can't afford Nintendo Switch 2. And also just like, because so many gamers switched to PS4 in that last generation, they wanted to keep their game libraries on the new console. So they're just like, well, I'm gonna play the one that can play my PlayStation games. Whereas me, I just don't play new video games. Not from Nintendo. I feel like being named Part 1 and Part 2 would lend credence to the, well, it's called a remake argument. Yeah. Or yeah, Final Fantasy VII Part 1, remake. Final Fantasy VII Part 2, rebirth, and then you know, recycle for Part 3. Corvax, I think you kind of nailed it on the head there. There's no worrying. There is no worrying. So this old guy here says, I am Agina. I sense something is happening in the Golden Land, the 7 wise men sealed. How do you sense something's happening there? How? It's been sealed. This must be an omen of the great cataclysm foretold by the people of Hylian blood. The prophecy says, the hero will stand in the desert holding the Book of Mudora. If you have the Book of Mudora, you can read the language of the Hylia people. It should be in the house of books in the village. Do you mean the library? You must get it. If you are the hero who will be... If you are the person who will be the hero. If I'm the hero who will be the hero. Yes. Pale Voyager says, oh, I got you. Got who? Corvax? Treasure. Yummy. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure I've actually mentioned my thoughts on Rebirth in your Game Spoilers channel, Pale. My thoughts initially being that Remake, aka Part 1, was a big misdirect, but now I feel like Part 2 is the misdirect. Basically, what I'm trying to say is let them cook. It's the guys who made the original game, they know what they're doing. Well, except for Sakaguchi. But everyone else knows what they're doing. Okay. Wow, that guy just nailed me. Corvax go... Yes. Corvax says, I am scared for Part 3. Cloud scares me. I think he should. I think he should, because... they clearly want to nail home or emphasize just how unhinged Cloud Strife is at this point in time. I second let them cook. I second more Zack. I really hope we get more Zack. Because what we got in Rebirth kind of fell a little flat. I liked it, it just... I guess because of how the ending of Rebirth goes, it's like... oh... what was the point of this? But the more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, they have a point. There's a point to this. So, more Zack would be cool. More Zack would always be cool. Zack is a funny character. Gorvax says Zack has to be my favorite FF character, I think. He's so dumb. He is so dumb. He's like a puppy. But if a puppy was a guy... Let's get the book off the shelf. Hello. He is the goodest boy. Yeah. If you pet him, he'd probably start panting. Alright, so I got a book. Now I can read. Very important, because I need to read to be able to get into the next dungeon. Yes, this will be on the test. Got it. Korvac says he would do the things with his leg, like dogs do. Like scratch his face with his leg. You know, cat do that too. Wow, I think I had my number. Here we go. I should probably have the arrows out. It's probably more useful to me. Okay. Pale Voyager says, so I've been playing Clair Obscur, yeah? Eventually, after something, you'll unlock a Picto accessory passive that breaks the 9999 damage barrier. Oh, so it's against She Glove. Pale Voyager says people are doing upwards of 2 billion damage. Is this not enough still to one-shot certain bosses? But yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Seems... Huh. I guess they're very Final Fantasy with the game then, huh? Oh jeez, I'm getting my face beaten in by little mud guys. Okay. Let's read. To open the way to go forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. Now we have to find God. Okay, the beep beep here is kind of cool actually. Large numbers in games still kind of confuse me. Growing up playing Pokemon in terms of RPG, so only playing Pokemon. Yeah, Paper Mario was my first RPG, and I don't think there's a better way to start playing RPGs than playing Paper Mario, because it really colors the way you process other RPGs. In a good way, I think. Okay, I need hearts. I cannot stomach inflicting the beep beep onto you. Arrows is not hearts. Pale Voyager says, me too. In my life it doesn't happen often. Oh, okay. What doesn't happen often? Doing 2 billion damage to something? Yeah. Does Gaia and Valkyrie profile that, and that's all I've got. Oops, yeah, oops. I made a little oopsie. Okay. Got him. Wow, well, this has been a little too early. There we go. Make the chest appear. And I got a map. Like I needed. You know, it's like as if I don't have a photographic memory of places, every single place I've ever been to, including in a video game. In terms of stupid large damage numbers. Yeah. Like, I think for a game like Final Fantasy 13, where there isn't actually much going on, and the large damage numbers are just there to make you not really do the math in your head, it's like it's fine. Pit Mimi says, ba 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 ba, I'm here. Hi, Mimi. How's it going, Mimi? Wait. Oh, there was a key in that room, wasn't there? Okay, I'm going back. Where are you? It's not in here. It must be on the other side. Pit Mimi, I will assume that you're vaguely familiar with this game in very specific terms, in the sense that you probably know how this game goes. Pit Mimi says, I've got fond memories of watching Let's Plays of this back in the 10-minute YouTube era. 301 views. Pale Voyager says heart. Yeah, that must be a real throwback to you, Pale. 10-minute YouTube was a good time. It's always a good time when they're trying to make things good for the people using the site and adding value to the site before they're trying to, you know, nickel and dime them and milk them for everything they're worth. Wait, did I... Okay, that's a compass. Hold on. Oh. Did I... Why do I think I didn't go up there? Because I did go up there. This is the balls room. Nailed it. And here's the big key, and I can... Okay, I'm gonna need to be a bit more careful here. There we go. 10-minute YouTube was a good time. Okay, I already read that, but I do like not having to change videos that often anymore. Balls room. Yes, that was the balls room. Yeah, see, I have my view history turned off on YouTube, which as a consequence means that I can't resume videos from where I left off on them, which just makes me want to watch super long videos a lot less. And so it just makes YouTube a worse experience overall, and I'm so happy for it. I use it way too much. I got hit by a laser. Okay, up I go. Time to lift now. I've got the lift glove. You got the power glove. Now you're playing with power. You can feel strength in both hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. That's right. I can lift a little bit more than before. Stop that. And that means, with the power glove in tow, I can leave the dungeon if I die. Oh, good, he didn't hit me that time. Korvac says, work wouldn't be as tolerable for me if I couldn't watch long video essays. That's fair. That's fair. Because I know you're I don't really care about listening to music while I work type of person. This is, yeah, fairies. And I need / want fairies because I'm missing fairies. I want to keep it. And I want that one. I want to eat that one. There we go. I'm full up on health. I will have full health for the next 30 or so seconds, I bet, I assume. Oh, okay, he's up now. It took him a little while to wake up. Yeah, love that. Pit Mimi says, the music at work is awful, so I write fics in my head to keep myself sane. I hope you write them on paper as well. Korvac says, music is good when I have something that needs a bit more concentration, otherwise it's not enough stimulation. Yeah, you have very unstimulating work. Oh, right, okay, I don't need to wait out this one. Just need to find the key. There it is. Yep. There we go, up I go. Oh, Pale. Oh, Pale. Hanging out. Pale, I feel like I'm going to have to teach you how to make friends with trans women IRL. For your own good, of course. Okay, I got the key and I got the laser beam. Good. Pit Mimi says, I mean, if you put that in my head, it'll write itself. Yeah, that situation really does write itself, doesn't it, Pit Mimi? just saying, if you want someone to teach you how to talk to girls IRL, I could probably help. Probably. I know we just watched a super long cutscene, but I'm going to take a dink. Delicious. Korvax says girls don't exist IRL. I mean, with how little we leave the house, that's almost true. Alright. Will I get these guys with the arrows? Probably not. Yeah, it does not bode well. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Come on, there we go. 2 hits. I hit him, he hits the ground. Oh, wow. A lot of multi-bosses in this game. I mean, to be fair, they were probably still figuring stuff out. At this point in time, Nintendo doesn't even have their core design philosophy really nailed down. They just happen to be making the best games on the market. Mimi says they don't? I thought the internet girls were the fake ones. No, the internet girls are the real ones. Boys don't exist on the internet. All girls are fake. Pale Voyager says, I can talk to girls. Probably. I don't know. I don't leave the house either. Honestly, it's probably for the best. Even the house sucks. Outside is awful. It's all like... One day it's too hot, the other day it's too cold, it's never just right. It's never in the Goldilocks zone. Even though scientists say that our planet is in the Goldilocks zone, it's just like, no. No. Yeah, these worms are giving me a bad time. There we go. Okay, now I can focus on just one worm. Wow! Oh, I skipped the octagon phase. Oh, that's perfect. Heart container me, please. Korvax says inside is nice and temperature regulated. That is very true. That is so true. Korvax says Goldilocks is in the eye of the Beholdilocks. You should be proud of that one. That was pretty funny. Korvax, it does look nice outside, but I checked the temperature just before locking myself into this room. It's 8 degrees Celsius outside at the moment. I wouldn't call that nice. I'd call that 8 degrees above freezing. Not Korvax pale. Did I misname? I'm sorry, babe. 8 and sunny, probably warmer than it seems. I don't know. I'll be back for you later. I don't know, I think 8 is pretty nice. C-Pip Mimi, the thing is, you are not as much of a wimp as me. Dot is cold all the time. It's weird. Like, recently, I'm not cold all the time. Ever since I stopped putting poison in my body. My body's like, hey, I can work properly-ish now. It's so weird. 26 where you are? Wow. That's crazy. I mean, it's been cold for quite a bit longer than usual. Like, late April, we still had snow on the ground. 27. Okay, that's ridiculous. Woof is right. Bark, bark. Okay. So now I will do what I wanted to do earlier and buy myself a pair of flippers. I mean, turn into a fish. We've had 23 Celsius this week. It broke the walk-in freezer. I assume 26 Celsius is rather unusual for the Englands. Okay. Yeah, no, breaking a walk-in freezer isn't good. Then how are you gonna keep the food froze? Had snow last week. Calgary is a cesspit. Yeah, but the snow has nothing to do with Calgary being a cesspit. Besides Pale, that's where they filmed seasons 1 through 3 of the hit FX television series Fargo. So it can't be all that bad even though it is a cesspit. Especially not temperature-wise. Alright, time to get rid of these rocks. Is Calgary high up? No, that's before the mountains start, isn't it? Isn't it still, like, basically, like, just flat? Huh. No. Oh. 1,000 meters above sea level. So it's not quite the mile-high city. It's kind of hard trying to navigate that on an analog stick. Okay, I've done this recently enough. I think the way forward is here. Okay, I got it. Pimini says, damn, I'm at sea level. Isn't everywhere in England sea level? I'm fucked when the global warming comes. It's here. It's been here for a while. Korvac says, put your house on stilts. Put it on a barge. Beautiful. I got flippies. Rodzora's flippies. Not on the ground floor, so I'm okay. Okay, but if flooding causes structural damage to your building, you're kind of, you know, what's the word? Not good. That's it. That's weird. One cancel. Pale Voyager says, Calgary is the liberal bastion of Alberta, and everyone still votes conservative. Yeah, that just reminds me of any number of comics where one very aggressive-looking character says something devastatingly trans-misogynistic and then says, but we're still friends, right? Pit Mimi says, this is why homeownership isn't viable. The floods cometh. Well, there's also the fact that no one has any money. That's kind of a biggie. I keep trying to dive. There's no diving in this game. The cons really crashed out, though. They really did. I mean, like, that's collateral damage from Trump crashing out. Okay, this was kind of a nothing. I don't need the ice wand right now. Let's just go to dungeon number 3. Yep. Okay, the birds are no longer coming after me. Did you get a decent PM? Let's just say it was better than the worst case scenario. Oops. Oh, seriously? I'm getting okay. Korvax says, I'm glad this house is built on rock and kind of on a hill, so if flooding happens, we'll most likely be safe. Yeah, we're pretty high up from the creek. But also, like, with how kind of big Ramsey Lake is, which is where the creek flows into, like, we would need biblical levels of water for flooding to be a serious concern, just on this street alone. Yeah, it's always good to have hope. Let's just say, after the election results, which occurred 5 days ago, I am no longer imminently frightened for my future existence as a trans woman in Canada. Which is a pretty good outcome, I think. Yeah, I guess this is a wait and see situation. At least we won't have another election for a while. Wow, okay, that one decked me right in the face. Really rocked my world. Some other pun. Rocks suck. They are falling rocks, I think. Maybe my stream arch-enemy? I think that might be it. I didn't even consider them when I chose this as my next stream game. I just kind of wanted something that I knew I wouldn't crash out in, like I did in 4-1 Mischief Makers. Got stonewalled. Yeah, it kind of did feel like a brick was thrown at me. Between a rock and a hard place. Solid as a rock. Hitting my face. Ow. Alright, let's go to the Tower of Hera. Oh, I looked up the Shake Shake soundbite. Did you make it your SMX text alert notification sound? I hope so, Pit Mimi, because it's very funny. Okay, let the fire go. Open the chest, get the map. And, I gotta go down. I gotta descend into madness. Because what's the first thing you do when you find a cool tower at the top of a mountain called Death Mountain? The Mountain of Death? Well, naturally, you go upstairs and despawn the arrow before it hits the switch. Environmental hazards are a bold development choice. Say that to Smash Bros. Pit Mimi says, I've not cut it down yet. It came with all our vocals. Oh, the complete Marina Light Years package. Pale Voyager says, Death Mountain is Boulder. Yeah. Nope. 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 Is this a case where I have to survive? Okay, objective survive. Hopefully I don't get hit in the face by more tiles. Okay. Okay. Not as close. It's okay. It's kind of like Bullet Hell, except it's not quite Hell. Bullet Purgatory, that's what I'm in right now. But it's floor tiles. Floating floor tiles. Okay, alright. And onward I go. Why is the floor so mad? It's cursed. That's it. I just, you know, stepped in the wrong place and now a whole bunch of floor tiles woke up and got angry at me. Pale Voyager says, you're one of those internal laughter people, aren't you? Me? Korvax? Me. You're saying me, aren't you, Pale Voyager? I'm an internal lots of things person, Pale. Korvax says, I'm not very funny, but I don't get guffaws from Dot very often. Yeah, oh, okay. I figured out how to not the right sound, but okay. Pale Voyager says, does she laugh during my streams? I won't tell on you for snitching. Pale Voyager, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I do, but depending on the game, I might not be paying full attention. I have this thing called, sometimes I play other games while watching a stream. And your videos. Yeah, no, I'll laugh. I'll laugh if something, like, especially funny just hits me. Okay, whoop, okay. 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 This is okay. Worm? Oh, okay, worm. Game over? This is kind of fine, because now I can be on the other side of this and don't have to re-raise and re-lower the floor level again. This is totally acceptable. I'm owning this as a self-death warp. Accidental, but I'm owning it. Oh, okay, these guys cannot be arrowed. They said they don't like it when I sort them. The worm turned. The worm did turn. Okay. That one almost got the drop on me, dropping through the floor. Warbeck says, accidental on purpose death warp. Yeah, I death warped accidentally on purpose. Help me, my brain is in pun hell. Please keep punning. Pale, I demand it. I'm demanding that you keep punning. Thank you. Korvac says, I wish this was me. I can't even pun when trying. Yeah, your puns aren't spectacular. You sometimes get good ones, which cause me to stare a little bit at you. You know? Which, like, I mean, that's nice. Okay. Now I just need to figure out which one of these... Okay, I need to step on this. And... this is... the blue pearl. Okay, and... the hard part is figuring out which one gets me into that jar. Korvac says, my puns aren't anything because I don't pun. Sometimes you try to pun. You, like, attempt pun. Korvac says, I think my puns are all accidental. What? Hey, that's not how that's supposed to work. It's not a jar, it's a sack. No, it's a pot. It's a clan pot. And you can mix things up in it. Okay, do I need to fall kind of up in the upper corner? Is that it? No, okay, I just need to fall in the other one. Korvax says, mean word. Pale Voyager says, I get that reference. Yeah, shout out to Mischief Makers, a game I have spoken to at length on this very stream. And which I played last before playing The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, on this stream. Pale Voyager says, I knew what you were going for. I also knew what Korvax was going for, Pale. That's why I called her out. Because it's funny. You know, actually, I'm gonna need that fairy right now. I'm not even gonna catch it in a bottle because, wow, okay, that camera was off-center. Alright. How many failed attempts at worm will it be? Sorry, not worm. Mold the worm. How many times am I gonna fail at the worm? Pimimi says Sac Magique. Oh no, you were here for the mixing pod in Mischief Makers. Okay, I've hit him a total of 0 times so far. I think it's going well. Whoa, that's a little bit of lag. Just one moment. Let me get a lag spike. Alright, well, it's gone now. Is there something bad about a magic bag? It's not a bag! Wow, okay. there's one failed attempt at worm. I mean dorm. Mole dorm. Only nefarious people have them. Yeah. Does a bag of holding count as nefarious? Yes, because only murder hobos have them. Okay. Alright, this is going better. Hopefully I do not crash out again. Here, wormy. What? Okay. What? Alright. Oh, he's getting faster. I can hear it. And I can see it. Okay, 2 attempts at Moldorm. I'm gonna take that as a W. And by that I mean win. Pimimi says, I've got a magic bag. It says trans rights are human rights on it. That is true. The rights of transgender people are human rights. Rights for all people. Pendant of Wisdom. It's red. Somebody should fix that. Pit Mimi says, I think one of my managers thinks I'm trans because he started calling me champ. Well, I mean... Okay, that's a possibility, but Pit Mimi, it could also just be that, you know, he thinks you're champion. Women can be champions. Yeah, I agree, it's kind of cute. I don't think I would find it endearing if someone called me champ, but like... I don't know. You might find it endearing. From how you describe it, it seems like it's endearing. And we're out. Pimpini says, I don't know, he was mildly sexist before. He thinks you're trans. Yeah, that kind of settles that. Yo, Dot C, a mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. Skill issue. I absolutely love this version of the Lost Woods theme. Especially after hearing the version of it from Cadence of Hyrule, the Necrodancer Zelda game. That version is bumpin'. But ever since that, it's just like, oh, this sounds kind of nice. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's Eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, it's retrieve as a T, keeping the Knight's line true. Suddenly, Sahasrara contacts you telepathically. Dot C, it is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. It's the Blade of Evil's Bane. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. It's in my hands, oh my goodness. Please, Dot C. You know, I was worried that I was not going to be able to make Dark World before the end of the stream, or before 2 hours elapse, because I don't really want to go much longer than 2 hours. I feel like that would be a bit much for everyone involved here. Whoop, more telepathy. Dot C, help! The soldiers are coming to Sanctuary! Aye! Okay, now let Fee out. Can't. She's just in my hands. Huh, that was a fast mushroom respawn. Korvac says, off topic, but my cousin, Worm, just let me know they got accepted into the nursing program, so they're moving to our city, and I'm excited. It'll be so fun having your cousin occasionally come over. Corvax. I want whole. Yeah. Whole. It is great, Pale Voyager. It is great. The aforementioned cousin, not my cousin, Corvax's cousin, is pretty cool. Corvax says it'll be fun to have them closer than a 7-hour drive away. Uh-oh, the priest is taking a nap. .C, you are a second too late. I have failed. Zelda. The soldiers have abducted her. They have taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please. You are our only hope. Wow. Just disappeared. I sniffed too many flowers. Turns out there is a downside to squirreling in these games. Corvax, I can't believe I let you convince me that this is the right way to play video games. By playing them fully and holistically. Oh right, I've got Sword Beam now. Okay, never mind. We're back. Okay, I don't care about these guys too much. This much. I've lost the Sword Beam. I'm not a real gamer. Alright. Time to do a little bit of housekeeping before I do where I go next. Corvax says, you were so confused / frustrated when I was wandering too much in Tears of the Kingdom. I wanted you to go to the stables so you could see that all your horses were still there. Spoiler alert for Tears of the Kingdom, by the way, if anyone here hasn't played it. That's a bit crazy. Yo, .C, you seem to be in a heap of trouble, but this is all I can give you. Bottle number 3. Corvax says, but there was new horses. Okay. Yes. Fair. Pale Voyager says, I'm still on the first day of school in that. Colon, apostrophe, open parenthesis. You should get on that, Pale. Tears of the Kingdom is a real treat. Some may even say it's a bit of a treat of the kingdom. And by some I mean me. I would say that. See, the nice thing about Nintendo jumping the shark and making Nintendo Switch 2 video games way too expensive is everyone's gonna have the time to go through all their backlogs now. Don't have any empty bottles. Okay, perfect. That means I'm full up on Furies. Okay. Oh, I hate this version of the menu. Corvax says, it's really good. I liked it more than Breath of the Wild and the story was really fun. Tears of the Kingdom... Okay, I didn't like Breath of the Wild on release. So much so that I actually just gave it to my baby sister when I gave her my Wii U. I didn't even have a Switch at the time. I'm just like, I don't want to play this console anymore. I did not like the weapon degradation in Breath of the Wild, which I think is more to do with me than it is to do with how that game is designed. Because, what do fairies taste like? They taste like magic and pixie dust. Honeysuckle nectar. Yeah, pretty much. Pixie sticks probably. Also true. Yeah, you know, if you're a person who, has a bit of trauma surrounding having your toys taken away and destroyed by others, then having a game mechanic where your toys get taken away and destroyed by others is, like, probably not going to be enjoyable if, especially you yourself, are not in a place where you feel like you have some kind of physical security about your possessions and your environment. Which is probably like half the reason I bounced hard off of Breath of the Wild. But then after I played Tears of the Kingdom, and the weapon fusion mechanic is just like, oh, I don't feel like I'm losing as much when I'm losing weapons. It's like, I decided to play Breath of the Wild afterwards, and I'm just like enjoying the Great Plateau as usual, because that part of the game is so fun. And afterwards I've... oh, I run out of arrows. That's unfortunate. I fight, you know, the next level of little bokoblin, just little guys, and he drops a sword that does 14 damage, which is the same amount of damage that you would do if you fused a stick with that same monster's horn in Tears of the Kingdom. And it just, like, in that moment, I realized that I got completely bamboozled into liking the weapon degradation mechanic, because the damage numbers you do in Breath of the Wild are the same as Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom just made everything weaker in order for you to use Fuse. But anyways, Pale, I missed the messages. I'm gonna catch up. Pale Voyager says, I just one-shot the optional super boss in Clair Obscur, and now I have to reload my save and try again unpaused so I can actually experience the fight. Yeah, I don't think it's great when game developers, like, make it so that players can, like, exploit every single mechanic available to them to trivialize gameplay. Pale Voyager says, I am extremely protective of my things. See, it sucks because, like, for a while, I became very unprotective of my things, very untethered to my possessions. At one point, I traded in my entire Nintendo DS game collection and my entire Nintendo Wii game collection, because I'm just like, this game's expensive, and GameStop never has any of the games I want, and I don't have Wi-Fi at home, so I can't even download stuff off the internet. So it's just like, I basically just threw away a whole bunch of games that I loved. And I'm just like, well, you know, I'm gonna lose them at some point anyways. That was my mindset, and let me tell you, protect all your things, right? You know how people say never kill yourself? Which, by the way, never kill yourself. Never trade your games in. Never. Pale Voyager says, all my internal organs unhooking hearing this. Yeah, I know. See, I'm now so possessive of my game collection that I've literally implemented a one-button complete library save export feature into this emulator. Because I'm just like, no, I want to make sure that I can not lose anything when I'm moving computers. I want my entire collection with me. Korvac says, one of my cousins dropped Lemonade on a GameCube controller and ruined it. Thankfully, it was a Mad Catz, but I was still very upset. I mean, Mad Catz are, you know, garbage. I had a Mad Catz GameCube controller. It was bad. Bad cats. He also made my GameCube fall a few feet by being too crazy with a wired controller. Years after the controller thing. Give me the key, please. The GameCube still worked, but the reset button broke, and it also got chipped. You could probably fix it by just opening it up and getting in there. But I can understand why a kid might want to do that. Mimi says, I lost my DS game holder that had all my 3DS Pokemon games in. Still hurts to think about. Yeah, Corvax had all of her save files. She lost all of them in a 3DS system failure. All of her Pokemon game save files. And her progress in Pokemon Picross, meaning she would have had to rebuy the game to keep playing it. And, yeah, she is also upset about that. Hate losing my thing. Pale Voyager says, my friend had Mad Cat's memory cards and those all had late-stage dementia. They couldn't remember anything. They'd remember the wrong things at the wrong time. Yeah. Well, chat, it's too late. I failed. With this, the seal of the 7 wise men is at last broken. Oh no, now we can go into the Dark World. Wait, that's cool. The Dark World is bumping. Pale Voyager says, I like a 1,000-hour file of Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 for the GameCube. Because the memory card it came with corrupted, :apostrophe, open parenthesis. Oh, that's brutal, Pale. That's absolutely brutal. Nothing behind this curtain. Nothing behind this curtain. And behind door number 3, a car. Korvac says, this hits so hard. It's like you never forget this kind of video game trauma. You put so much time into these things, and it's like you just lose it for reasons that just like are freak accidents of nature, or in my case, you've internalized that the things you value don't matter. Which, bad. Gremlins are us. Hi, Grams. I regret trading some of my video game collection in between moves. Never again. Never again. Oh, okay, I just got lightning bolted. Pale Voyager says, this boss is impossible. Unpogged. I'm feeling feelings about this. She heals 500k every turn. It sounds maybe like you were supposed to be pogged fighting the boss? Like, it sounds like this boss was made to play pogged. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that was the wrong kind of ball. That was the boss ball. Mimi says, I sold some of mine to afford Christmas presents 1 year. Oof. Lightning bolts. Graham says, Hoi! Wrong Zelda game, but thank you. I saw the alert on the Discord. Yes. I've been so far the past few weeks been streaming every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I announce it in Pale's general channel. So, you know. But it's easy to miss stuff on Discord. You have to be half pogged. Yeah, you'd have to be half pogged to at least experience some of the fight. Oops. Okay. I miss Hoi button. There's a Hoi button. Was that like a stream kind of thing? What do you call it? I forget what you call it. Wizard Guy says, Grr, well met. Like the true hero that you are. I'm a hero. But I am not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the dark world. Alright then. Lay it on me. .c, it is I, Sahasrara. I'm communicating to you across the void through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the Golden Land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the wise men's seal and opened a gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. A link between the worlds? Wow. In order to save this half of the world, the light world, you must win back the golden power. You must also rescue the 7 maidens who Aghanim sent to the Dark World. As members of the bloodline of the 7 wise men, they have power that will surely help you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons full of evil creatures and dangerous traps. The Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world. .C, I can rely only on you. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg you. Sorry, it is the law to appreciate this music when you experience it. It's kind of amazing, but I'm sure you all know that already. Am I gonna have to watch the Disaster Report 4 VOD? Is Korvax gonna make me watch it? See, Pale Voyager, it's funny. I'm pretty sure I had to... She just rediscovered your VODs and discovered that you've been streaming and watched some of your VODs, but I had to goad her into watching live, participating in chat, and joining your Discord. But of course now we're mainstays of your stream. So anyways, it's not even been 2 hours yet, but I think I'm gonna leave it here for this stream. You know, I don't want to get through this whole game that quickly. I've already gotten through basically like a third of it, you know, first 3 dungeons and 7 more. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it here. So, for everyone who showed up to the stream, thank you. You know, I genuinely wasn't expecting anyone, especially because I announced it, like, with not even an hour of lead time. So, you know, I'm glad you all showed up, especially Grams, thank you for showing up to the stream for the first time. Pale Voyager says, this was a great stream, Dot. You made progress like nobody's business, and I read chat like nobody's business. I am not going to get any complaints from Korvax today for missing chat, and I'm so happy. Mimi says, thanks, Dot. Sorry I was late, I was putting Sprogs to bed. Oh goodness, it must be like 11 PM or so, round over there. Yeah, that's probably about it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could make it. And yeah, no more ado. We're done here. Bye bye, everyone.